So one spirit explained to me that the planets are like bases in baseball, and that basically instead of just one player is at a base, it can be 30 or something, and that because I've kept having this story idea in my head of like, what if there was like this game that's like baseball, but it's far more complicated, and it spans like an entire continent. Really not like baseball, but like the concept of bases, like you have to run to the base before you get caught type thing. And what I'm getting now is that actually through that concept I was sensing something about the planets. And that each planet each planet is like one of these bases. It's like a fortress, but also a library, and also, it has many functions. It's a really complicated matrix of all kinds of energies, which is really interesting now that I'm getting into Arbitel, because I saw that with the hexagram ritual, but with Arbitel there's just so much more depth, and I could kind of sense it working with planetary energies anyways, and how everything could be reharmonized really easily. But then Arbitel is like a whole new ballgame. I think the challenge here is to figure out, which player at the base, as it were, is actually on your team. Because, Jupiter is Astaroth, Jupiter is Brihaspat, Jupiter is Zeus, Jupiter is a lot of different things, and, has a lot of affiliations, which I suppose the affiliations aren't that different, but, the other thing is the energy. So the planet harnesses a certain primordial color energy, but other than that, it's mostly just a forum for other beings. So I've also heard that the Arbitelic spirits, Bethor, Oleg, and all these Aratron, basically are responsible for distributing powers to the gods. So like many Saturnine spirits get their powers from Saturn itself. That's really interesting. Even from like a flat earther perspective, it's really interesting. I would say that the nature of Arbitel itself, it makes me more convinced about flat earth. So another thing that I'm getting is that the planet is almost like who's your healthcare provider, who's your, what's your insurance policy, or what's your insurance company that insures your stuff. It's not really such a big thing of like everyone that's using the energy of the planet Venus is on the same team. It's not like Astaroth and Brihaspat are on the same team. It's just that primordial color energy is like useful for them. And actually the planets are absorbing the energy of the stars. But it's not exactly that. They're also holding a primordial color energy, which they're like absorbing in some extra dimensional way, or through some extra dimensional portal, which they actually are. Maybe something like that. This is a really complex thing. So yeah. Because the stellar energies aren't the same as primordial color energies. Stellar magic is something else that I haven't really tried, and maybe I should. Anyways, so this kind of also explains why the zodiacal lords are more powerful than, you know, a lot of random planetary gods. Like for example, Indra isn't the god of a planet. Indra is the king of Meru, and you know, sort of the Meruvian kingdom, which rules over the entire universe, our entire Brahmanda, and then the planets are subservient to him. But it's really interesting now to think about it. But yeah, even in the Vedic literatures, the zodiacal lords are more powerful than the gods. Even that makes me wonder, these arbitelic beings. You know, I've spoken with Baphomet, and he is the zodiacal lord, but these arbitelic spirits are just so powerful. I've never seen anything like it, never felt anything like it. Maybe it's just because they're more crystallized, they're more nearby.